someone will listen to this.
She might. She probably won't, but she might.
She'll watch it on like 3x speed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You'll be a chipmunk.
I'll sound like a chipmunk.
Around.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, it was honestly, Mark. It was a great game. First time ever coming out to the showcase. It was a good time. I feel like we could have played better. I feel like we just got off really slow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's good for next time. We have this on. This is being recorded, so you can play this back next year to the team.
Oh, I'll be studying tape.
Yeah.
I'll be studying tape for sure and figuring out what's going on. Next year, we got a lot of people coming up from the adult game that's happening right now.
The adult game, yes.
That's going to be coming to the
Masters
next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
The in-betweeners, absolutely.
Yep.
But Blue's off to a hard start. Right now, we're going for the end zone. We just scored a point. Let's go, Blue!
Oh, that blew out someone's
eardrums.
eardrums.
Oh, no, they're going to be
You're
done.
welcome.
All right.
Yep. All right.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Sam. Sam Courier, ladies and gentlemen. Wettest player during the Masters League. Shug, were you a part of that point?
I touched the disc a lot at that point. Not sure if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but we scored, so.
This is a very small camera. I've never seen this camera before. Whose camera is this?
This is my camera. We're rolling video. How was the score?
This thing takes video.
Score's been zip, so we're rolling well. We're going to keep going.
Yes.
You know?
See, we're taking video.
That's incredible.
I'll take it.
Right.
So you have the biggest camera I've ever seen and the smallest camera I've ever seen.
Tell the ladies.
Well, supposedly this is actually going to be recorded, so they just found out, or they will find out. Yeah. Can we get a camera on the two cameras? I want. Tori, can you hold up the oh you have three cameras. How many cameras do you need? Hold these up. Hold these up for the cameraman. So
okay, we're rolling video. Tori, what do you think?
So Paul, here's my vision. I want the cameraman to be able to see your small camera next to your big camera.
Right.
Can we do that?
We can do that.
Okay. So that is the smallest and the largest camera I've ever seen, owned by the same man, Tall Paul.
There you go. And they all take great pictures, great video. I mean, you almost can't tell the difference between two of them. This one just shoots like 10 frames a second. This one shoots 1.
Yeah.
So
this one's 10 times bigger and 10 times better.
It's better in low light overall. For conditions like this is a camera to use.
That's the camera.
That's
okay.
the one. All right.
Good
Take
to
a
know.
short
Thank
break.
you.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Appreciate it. All right, I'm really giving this up. I just need to find someone to take it from me. Where's Brad? Have you seen Brad? There he is. Brad is supposed to be taking over this broadcast. Brad, would you like to?
Sure, I'll jump in.
Yeah. Who is your broadcast partner?
It looks like I'm going to be riding solo like Jason Derulo. So
I'm too old. I don't get that reference.
it's a song, Mark. Google it, Spotify it, whatever you got, man. But I can totally take over.
Do you want the clip on?
Yeah, I mean, if you're heading out, no problem. I got it, man.
Yeah, I should. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going
Mark has to go be a dad.
I'm going to give you the clip on.
Great.
Enjoy.
I'll clip it on. My tie.
Don't abuse the power.
Man, I already had a whole game. My power has been so abused, it's unbelievable.
And I don't know if you know this, but you want to, yes.
I do know that. Yes. Hi, Maxime. I'm remembering now. Okay, no problem.
You'll forget.
I'm going to go to the other sideline, I think,
that's
probably.
Smarter, but you have fewer people over there to interact with.
These are the challenges. Maybe I can just watch the game like this. Good defensive positioning.
I'll hold up a mirror.
Good defensive positioning on the game itself. I'm face guarding, Yeah. All right, we got Shug moving up the sideline, throwing to the end zone. Lamer's in the end zone. Can he get to the back line? And Seacoast with another big score. Shane Spink taking the field for Seacoast, along with AJ Bevilacqua. Let's see if I can recognize everybody. It's a long way into the lights. Rob Parise is out there. Danny Chansey.
Let's go, Blue!
Lauren Henry. Blanking on the other faces right now. Sorry, everybody.
Naomi, look at it this way. Literally every second you're out there should be sprinting, basically, because we have so many. So, don't feel bad, because it should be sprint, out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I took it off for a second to say that, yeah. Except I have to point my body this way so that he can see me. It's all right. Hey, Ben, thanks for coming. Great plan. Ben, can I interview you about the deep shot I threw to you real quick? So, like, no, Ben's out. Ben's out. Ben doesn't want to talk about it. But you know, it's okay, because Ben made an excellent cut for me. Made me look good. I got one huck in bounds. I got that hammer in bounds. Pressure from Rob Parise on the mark. Lauren Henry now on the mark. They're trying to keep it on the sideline. They're able to dump it back. Danny looking for no arounds here. We get another dump, but they're losing yardage. Gunnar Heckler with a big fake around, but he looks back inside. Danny with a nice poach there. Hard, tough D from Seacoast right here. Lauren Henry forcing no around. They're really keeping him on that sideline there. Back to the middle. Let's see if they can swing it. They are able to swing it, but they bring it right back to the sideline. Gunnar swings it all the way around. That's probably what Maine wants more. But they don't get it all the way around. Nice and easy. Gunnar Heckler directing traffic. Gets the around. It's high, but it's caught. Gunnar again. Throws the inside, and he finds a cutter for the score. An excellent inside-out flick from Gunnar Heckler of Maine. That was really a beautiful throw from Gunnar. I'm not doing so hot with facing you, am I, Maxime? 50-50, cool. All right, I'll do better. Yeah. How does this work? Oh, awesome. All right, I'm going to do that more. I bet if I hold it like this, like a piece. Nice bid by Chad McDonald there. Jay Delaney setting up on the mark for Seacoast. Maine looks dump immediately, but is able to swing it back to the middle of the field. Nice movement by Maine. Get an in cut. Look into the end zone, but look short instead. Maine able to get in for the score. I am now joined by Matt Bissler of Seacoast Ultimate. He just asked if it's on. Is this in fact on? And, you know, I just needed some help. It's a lot of airtime to fill by yourself. I'm not Colin Coward.
We're looking at a real good game. Score is 3-2.
It's a question for the ages who really is the light team here. You know, but we did go with yellow as the light team for scoreboard purposes.
We did say yellow was light. Even though it's a dark yellow against a light blue, we said that yellow is lighter than blue.
If I were you, you could switch it now because we're down. I mean, you know. Maine lining up to pull. For Seacoast, we have Summer League Commissioner Jake Yeager-Schwartz, Anna Arnold, Mary Liz Brady, Marin Hennessy, who we saw earlier in the YCC game, Liz Archibald, Calvin Conant, and Christopher St. Pierre. I don't know who we have for Maine. Sorry.
Looks like Maine's got some big height on the field.
They got some tallies, they got some smallies, man.
And we're getting ready for the pull here.
You know, Matt, I can't pull like that, man.
Not a puller. I am not a puller.
That is the definition. I am not a puller. You don't usually pull with hammers, and, you know, that's my bread and butter right there, so. Chris St. Pierre gets open underneath from handler Jake Schwartz.
Centers it back to Cal.
Calvin Conant looks for the break to Anna Arnold, but it's a little off. Maine will take over just inside the 50-yard line. Anna Arnold forcing away. Tight mark here.
Good throw up line.
Finds a receiver. Another look up
Another
line
good
for
throw
Maine.
up line.
Great defensive recovery from Jake Yeager-Schwartz.
They're still looking to that front corner.
They are. They don't have any more options there, though. They're going to have to look around. It's a hammer.
The hammer's over the top, and
And
it's
the
in.
hammer for a score. Excellent throw by Maine.
That makes it 4-2 Maine.
Seacoast eager to take the line for offense. What a snag by Ryan Lamers to keep the disc alive for Seacoast. Swings it back to Shug. Shug looking for the inside out. That might need a different inside out.
Inside, out of the field.
Shug's going to get it back on D.
Big D here, Sugar!
Oh, I love that this isn't strapped to my chest and I can just put it behind my back when I need to yell. Maine with a good in cut. Looking to reset, though, to the middle of the field. They swing it, but there is no swing after that. They're forced to go back to the other sideline. Oh, but
Big
they're able to
strikeout, big
tiptoe the
strikeout.
line for a huge gain. And big throw to the end zone. Score.
Score, Maine.
Maine with another score.
You have 2 timeouts per half.
5-2, Maine leads.
Brad, how do you think this wet disc is factoring into the game today?
You know, honestly, after being out there, every time I picked it up, I needed to give it a good old wipe. So, you know, when we're not getting that opportunity and it's in the middle of the field, definitely it is affecting play, for sure. I kind of think it's worth those 5 seconds and then a reset, but, you know, that's just me.
All right, looks
Calvin
like
Conan subbing in for Seacoast for gender reasons.
Seacoast finally has their O-line set. Really looking to
See.
break up this D-line dominance from Maine.
Seacoast rolling with Henry Sugar Briggs, AJ Bevilacqua, Steph Esker, Emily Andrews, Jay Delani,
Gonna roll. Brad's listening.
Lauren Henry, and Calvin Conan.
That's fair.
Seacoast handlers moving the disc really quickly here. AJ brings it back in. A little scarecrow connection there between AJ Bevilacqua and Jay Delani. Jay swings it to Steph Esker. More scarecrow love. Let's see if they can involve any of the face-off players. Nope. Back to Jay. Jay looking deep to Henry Sugar Briggs.
Big D from Maine there.
Huge D from Maine. Great throw, great D.
It was a good look. I really like the look, Brad.
Yeah, it was a good look. You know, we're in an all-star game, man. You got to take your shots.
Hey, shoot or shoot. Shoot or shoot.
That's what I was thinking on both hammers in the Masters game, Matt. And, you know, one of them went backwards, but one of them was caught for a score. That's just the breaks of the game right there, man.
With a big fake up the side.
Huge fake with the cutter going deep. That pulled a lot of defenders. They should be able to work it based on that, and they find the space. Maine moving down the sideline, but now they're stuck. Let's see if Seacoast can put the clamps on them. They're able to center it. Great mark from AJ Bevilacqua there. And it forces the turn. Let's see if Seacoast can get their offense going, Matt.
They're really going to need to capitalize here, change the script on this game.
Need to see a lot more movement. That's a very aggressive throw by Jay Delani. Unfortunately, that's going to go out of bounds. Seacoast has their backs against the wall here. Let's see if they can get a D. Calvin
Changing the
Conan being
force.
very vocal with the force. Oh, and the disc goes all the way around for a score.
That makes
Incredible
it
throw by Maine.
6-2 Maine. Seacoast still looking for that change of momentum.
Looks like Seacoast is going with a timeout here.
Veteran call, veteran call. Slow the game down, regroup. Let's see if we can get close to this action.
Yeah. Bring you the timeout from Seacoast. Yeah, Matt's going to the main timeout. We'll have competing microphones. It'll be lovely.
Just here for the broadcast. Just here for the broadcast. Talking defense.
I mean, I also like being around you. I think our play just needs to reflect the spreading. I got a little free at the point I was here.
Serious?
And they were like, free.
Are we defaulting?
I don't have other people do that. I'm your host.
Yeah. Just making sure.
They really like their break size. Just dealing with it. I mean, I know they have
Great first. Great building point.
How we can make it better.
I love that we already had a conversation. Like, I seriously have already told a few people, like,
Gets closer to
already talked about it. You know, so I'm in.
legitimately.
And every time you guys get a Z is so exciting.
Yeah, that's good.
You gotta get them loud.
This is live.
207!
Let's take over here. Matt and I are going to switch sidelines now.
So what did you get out of that timeout?
Matt, let's look in the camera here. You know, Matt, I got to be honest. I did not go to the Seacoast Huddle. I got a few shaking heads asking me not to go to the Seacoast Huddle. And, like, this game is about having fun. So I deferred to them. You know, it seemed like they came out of it better than when I stuck a microphone in their face. So I do appreciate that you did go stick a microphone in the huddle for Maine.
Yeah, Maine was, they were a little skeptical about it at first, but really it seemed like a lot of focus in their talk was about continuing to have fun, make sure everyone gets out there, and really trying to shut off those break throws that Seacoast is pushing through.
You know, that great spirit is why we love coming up here and being part of this with Maine. We're so grateful that Maine Ultimate put this together and invited us, and we hope to make it a great tradition going forward.
Absolutely. Having an absolute blast out here today, Brad. Good to be out here with you.
That's what it's all about, man. You know, the hail stopped. We got an excellent pull from Gunnar Heckler of Maine going up.
Big center for Seacoast here.
Rob Parise working in the middle of the field, looking for Anna Arnold. Nice face-off connection there. To Chris St. Pierre, another face-off player. To Chad McDonald, a former face-off player. Oh, Chad with the lefty scooper. That is Chad's favorite throw. Chris St. Pierre finding himself open on the under. Nice cut by Chris. Henry Sugar Briggs getting the swing and immediately wondering why he doesn't have a cutter open. And he swings it to Tori Nelson, but it is a tough, high bid, and she is not able to come down with it.
And
Maine,
that was a strong break throw, and that's exactly what Maine talked about trying to shut down, but apparently they are not getting there yet.
yeah, they got lucky there. Tori doesn't usually drop those.
No, not at all.
Yeah, she'll come back from that strong. Briggs here on the mark. A very nice throw by Maine. A great bid by Naomi Clark, was just shy of the D. Maine working the disc up the sideline so methodically. They just cannot be stopped.
They are really using this limited space to the best of their ability.
They may not be using the middle of the field much, but they are making excellent decisions right now with the disc. Briggs providing tight defense back there. No dump out there for Maine, but they are able to center it anyway. Great fundamental movement from Maine out there. Oh, another upline throw for Maine.
Let's see if they keep this upline going.
Seacoast looking to bend, not break. Rob Parise setting the mark.
And that's another score for Maine.
Maine able to get in the end zone.
Maine looking to take half on this big, big D point.
Seacoast needs a push here. 7 on the line for Seacoast are Calvin Conan, Marin Hennessy, Danny Chansey. I believe that's Michelle Merritt, but it's hard to see in the light here. Ryan Lamers, Jay Delani, and Shane Spink. Shook, talk to me about that inside-out throw to the end zone.
What do you want to know about it?
Well, we really felt like it was a good look for you. It was open, and it was just a tough one that Torrey couldn't come down with. But I thought it was a laser. So great throw, buddy.
Yeah, just found some space in the stack and decided that was probably the best place to have that disc.
It's an all-star game throw, man. Keep it up.
Pull out of bounds. Looks like it's getting centered back.
Calvin Conan taking it in the middle of the field. We know Calvin's an aggressive handler. He's probably looking for a deep shot right away, hopefully.
Big smile on his face. We'll see what he makes of it.
Calvin's girlfriend, Danny, unable to get open on the undercut, but Shane Spink cuts from the front of the stack. Shane a lefty. Some of us consider that cheating in Ultimate. Jay Delani with an excellent snag with his right hand, brings it back into the play. Ryan Lamers gets open underneath. He's looking up the field, but he doesn't have anybody. He's looking for his dump, and he finds Calvin for a swing, who looks for Jay, but he's not there. Shane back on the open side. Shane finds Calvin up line. Seaco's really moving the disc well here.
It looks like Gunnar might be hurt on this play, but he is playing through it. Little hobble here.
Oh, you're right. I did not notice that. He is not keeping up with Shane here. If I was yelling on the sideline for Seacoast right now, I would be all over Shane to be more involved in this play here. Great throw. Great bid by Maine, but Seacoast is able to keep possession.
Gunnar coming back strong with a big defensive play here, and you can see he is still hobbled.
Yeah, he is really struggling out there, but that was a huge play for Gunnar Heckler. Gunnar Heckler with a bullet down the line.
Maine looking to center.
Shane Spink trying to cut off the throws from Gunnar Heckler. Gunnar completes a huge snag to a cutter. You heard an odd of Ryan Lamers there as he knew he wasn't going to get there in time, unfortunately. Oh, big overthrow by Maine, and they are able to come down with it for the score.
And that is
and they
half.
will take half 8-2.
Some players not thrilled about just finding out that they have no halftime.
Sometimes you got to wait to drop those bombs.
Unfortunately, I think that the Seacoast could really use a halftime to try to regroup here. We'll see what they do on the sideline. Maybe they'll try to circle up, rally the troops.
Tonight the key is just getting the games in, Matt. The weather did not cooperate with us. We had some hail earlier. It was really unfortunate.
We did. And we're all still having fun out here, and that's what we're really here for.
That's the key. This is an ultimate celebration. I think Seacoast is finding out that I did not really pay attention to positions when I built this team. And there's a lot of male handlers on this team.
There was some discussion pregame about the very heavy handler lineup.
Well, next year, some of them, we could sub out some of them, I guess. I don't know. I figured these advanced players would have no problem cutting instead of handling, basically. I know a lot of them can cut. Getting a head nod no from AJ Bevilacqua of Scarecrow Ultimate. But I think we know Jay Delani can do both. Jay is a very versatile player. We have a few people that can do it. I don't feel that bad about it,
AJ, quick question. How do you feel about maybe having to cut?
I'm okay with it.
Heard it here first, folks. He's okay with it.
I really appreciate AJ towing the line on the broadcast. It's really nice of him. He's a stand-up guy. Check him out at Scarecrow Ultimate.
Absolute gem. My advanced league captain.
Yes, captain of Frosted Fakes in the Seacoast Ultimate Advanced League. Mary Liz Brady out there putting a good mark on. Chris St. Pierre.
Maine keeping the disc working.
Ooh,
and another scooper from
big
Maine.
Scooper from Maine. They are able to come down with it. And this difficult sideline in the middle of the football field comes into play again. It happened in the YCC game, too. It's really nobody's fault. You think you're just going for a normal around, and then all of a sudden you're 5 yards out of bounds.
This far sideline is really just in between these hash marks and numbers, and it is hard to judge.
Yeah. But, this is Ultimate. We don't need to play on a full football field. Oh, Chris St. Pierre doesn't want it. because ML was open, deep. It's okay. Chris knows his role. What a diving catch by Emily. Yeah, Steph Esker with a huge track down there. Swings it to ML. Brady. Unfortunately, it's a turn for Seacoast, and a huge huck from Maine will not be completed.
That's a big break for the Seacoast. Big break. After a miscommunication on that throw before, not sure who that throw is to, getting a gift here.
Seacoast was really rolling there for a second. You're right. That was just a brief miscommunication on that one throw. I looked for them to continue rolling right here. Let's see if they can get an initiating cut. We've got Jaeger Schwartz going break side. Nope, he's going to the open side. Squirrely guy getting himself open all the time.
Couple good break throws.
ML with a huge fake, finds Chris. Chris swings it to Chad, who makes a diving catch.
Incredible.
Chad tracked that down to keep possession alive. Henry Briggs with a huge throw.
Deep to Jaeger.
And it's a score. Seacoast needed that play.
That's a big D point coming out.
A lot of energy to the Seacoast team.
Big break coming out of half.
Seacoast striking early in the second half. We'll see how Maine responds.
And we'll see if Seacoast can keep this momentum rolling.
You know, Matt, let's talk about a minute how Mark Flore has all the bios, and he's standing on the other sideline, and he told me he had to leave at 8, and I'm 99% sure it's way past 8 right now.
Definitely a little past 8. The one thing I do know about these players is that playing in the Masters game a little bit ago, Dave Dwyer, brand new haircut, looking fantastic.
How many haircuts do you think Dave has had this week?
I think just the one.
I mean, a birdie told me that he had a fresh cut at the other leagues too earlier in the week, so he might just be going daily, man.
Hey, keep it tight. Keep it tight.
Listen, you can't hate. He looks good, man. He looks good. You can't argue with the results. You know, really good point from Danny Chansey. The moon is huge right now.
Unfortunately, you cannot see it.
The moon does look excellent. It's just like through the trees here, but I can't wait to look at it later. Yeah. It's a full moon. You know, we are playing under a full moon. We'll plan that next year too.
The camera's pointing this way, Brad.
Is it?
I mean, no, I think it's pointed towards the disc.
I don't care if they can see the moon. I'm telling them about it. It's an audio format, man. Seacoast pull goes out of bounds. Maine will take it from the middle.
Quite a few yards up here.
Ryan Lamers on the mark.
Maine getting a bit of a short field to work with.
Maine
they go
immediately
right to the
pulling
huck.
it. Wow, they come down with it. A great score for Maine.
Rob Parise really making that catch hard, but unfortunately not hard enough.
Is that a 9? Sure.
Rob, what do you think you could have done better on that play?
Could have jumped.
He could have jumped.
He jumped. Come on. Rob's being hard on himself.
Rob poking some fun at himself. Good contest on that point.
I was considering letting Sugar do part of the call at one point. Now I'm really glad I didn't.
I also agree that is probably a good call, Brad.
Whistler's been a little bit more in control.
Hey, Brad, don't worry. I've just scored all of those points.
Sugar, you've played great. That's why you're out there. Lauren Henry keeping him humble.
Seacoast getting the disc moving here.
Oh. Tough throw to Danny Chansey. Seacoast unfortunately turns it over. That was just a tough bid from Danny. Maine takes over. Seacoast forcing home, sideline, and oh, what a bid from Maine! An incredible catch by yet another Maine player's name who I don't know.
Really keeping this swing going all the way across the field.
Big fakes. Maine able to get it back in the middle of the field. No around there, though.
Owen has...
Oh, an inside break, but it's dropped, unfortunately. That was a really good throw.
Owen here in the white long sleeve under his jersey, blue hat. He really has a great reach. Good Ohio-born bred kid. Works hard. Brought it all the way out here.
If you weren't sure, Matt Bissler is, in fact, from Ohio. Went to Kent. Good Ohio boy. Maine, after the turn, able to center it. See if they can move it down the field. Able to get it back to Owen. Owen finds a cutter on the sideline. And they throw deep. It's a little high, and Jay is able to come down with it. Finds Anna Arnold.
Seacoast.
Anna Arnold, unfortunately, with another turnover there. That's all right. Naomi Clark here on the mark. Tamily Andrews. Excuse me. She's defending. Maine, unfortunately, also makes a mistake.
Little miscue. They might be getting a little too comfortable out there.
Yeah. I think everyone has finally gotten their heart rate up. And we're just seeing a few miscues now from both teams. I think they're both going to settle it down. We saw a similar thing happen in the YCC game once we got early in the second half. And quite honestly, I did the exact same thing in the Masters game.
We see some great handler movement here out of the Seacoast.
But, just so you know, hammer assists live forever. AJ Bevilacqua doing a lot to move the disc here. Finds Chad McDonald. Back to AJ. AJ finds Danny Chansey coming in. Makes a leaping catch. Great catch by Danny. Danny finds Anna Arnold stuck in the corner now. Let's see if they can get it back to the middle of the field.
Oh,
she throws it in the end zone, and Naomi Clark for the score!
Great catch there by Seacoast.
That's a best friend connection right there on the score. I just want to point out. Those two are excellent friends.
Great chemistry, great chemistry. These are the kind of points that we look for in a game. Good, long, hard point.
I'm here on the sideline with Chris St. Pierre from the Seacoast team. But Chris is not interested in joining the broadcast right now. He's shrugging me off, We'll talk about that later, Chris.
I just got to say, Brad, looking out here, we have an incredible group of fans up here in the stands, really soaking it in, making this event really worth it.
After an hour-long plus weather delay, it's really remarkable that we have anybody out here. We took the line for the Masters game right at 6. And just then, we got the weather delay, and we did not get started again until 7:30. So the fact that we're even here right now playing this game with any fans is really a testament to both the Maine Ultimate and Seacoast Ultimate communities.
Two wonderful Ultimate communities putting on a great event.
A huge pull from Seacoast. I believe that was Chad McDonald. Gets it all the way into the back half of the end zone. Seacoast coming out in a zone here. Very aggressive move from Seacoast. Oh, and Maine forces a huge throw, and Seacoast will pick up on the end zone line. Ryan Lamers taking charge out there, moving the cutters around. Oh, a huge leaping bid from Ryan Lamers just out the back of the end zone after he called for a poach. A great throw from Shane Spink, just barely missed the connection. Let's see if Seacoast comes back out in their zone. It looks like they're going to, though Ryan Lamers a little slow to get up, but he's a tough guy. Looks like he's playing the short, deep position here with Chad McDonald in the deep. I like that look for them. Ryan, a very aggressive player. Chad sees the huck go up. It was to the wrong side. Chad boxed him out. Great play.
Great positioning by Chad. Great positioning.
Chad fakes the center. Finds Calvin going up line. Calvin with a nice move to Chad. Chad with a push to the end zone.
Not in.
Martin Hennessy catches it on the line. Swings it back to Shane Spink. Center to Chad. Around to Lauren Henry. Lauren Henry fakes to Calvin Conant. And then throws a big in-cut to Ryan Lamers. Lamers taking a moment to reset here. Lamers throws a nice backhand to Lauren Henry for the score.
9-5. Seacoast coming back, making this a game. Brad, double checking that he does know what a 5 looks like on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's surprisingly hard with these analog scoreboards. I do love them. These are excellent scoreboards from Maine Ultimate. I've heard from Rich Young that they have up to 30 of these. They could really just put on a whole day affair. I think it's mostly for their lobster pot tournament in the fall. Matt, I think you'll be new to that this year, but there is an excellent hat tournament at that tournament.
I have heard many great things about Lobster Pot. Very excited to be able to come up and be a part of it here with Maine Ultimate. They put on so many great tournaments. You and I both played at
Ultimate Island.
Ultimate Time on Island Time. It was a great time.
An incredible event. You know, we met up quite early in the morning, got a bus out to the ferry out to Shabig Island, bus on the ferry out to the fields. You know, we got to a beach. It was really incredible. It's the views we saw out there and getting to play disc out there. It was just really a treat, and I look forward to going back next year.
And not often do 3 friends end up on the same team, but Brad, you, me, and Dave Dwyer, that is standing right here with us.
Dave Dwyer from the Seacoast Ultimate Masters team, joining us briefly on the broadcast here. Dave, what are you seeing out there from the adult team for Seacoast?
I think that we're really looking good on our deep shots. Henry Briggs is crushing on those. He's putting great touch on it, and our ladies are playing really strong today.
I couldn't agree with you more, Dave. I think our mantra needs to be go big or go home, because we are going big and we are scoring, and we need to keep taking our shots.
What do you think is working so well for Maine Ultimate?
Their quick give and goes.
We don't have a lot of points to play with that.
Quick answer about their quick give and goes.
That's right, exactly. Here we go.
Matt, the moon has moved on us, and it is in full bloom now. Maine swings it around here. Looks like Seacoast has switched back to person defense here. Oh, a great bid by Chris St. Pierre to get the D. He is just shy of it. Great pressure by Chris. AJ Bevilacqua doing a lot of coaching from the sideline. That's what this team needs now.
Maine Ultimate still working it up this sideline, and they have a lot of length out there on the field.
Martin with a great force. Jay Delani is not able to come down with that D. That was a spirited play to not go after that.
Quick little score there puts Maine up 10-5.
All right, so Matt's going on an investigation to the Maine sideline, see if he can get some interviews over there. Owen back to pull for Maine. Hand up. Here it comes. Great pull from Owen. Calvin Conan centers to Henry Sugar Briggs. Sugar with the swing back to Cal. Calvin going up line for Sugar. Oh, an excellent sliding catch by Calvin Conan. Calvin looking for the around, can't find it. Finds Liz Archibald open. Liz finds Anna Arnold. Face-off connection right there. Anna Arnold up line to Sugar Briggs. Excellent snag by Sugar. Sugar throws the hammer up to Lammers for the score. Sugar joins the Seacoast Hammer Assist Club on the night with myself.
I'm here with Brunch, I believe.
That is correct. My name is Brunch.
So I saw right there, Maine gave up the score, but you guys are still up 10-6 if Brad updates that scoreboard. How are you feeling about this game?
Throws and catches, hammers and scoobers.
Great breakdown. How do you feel about the event that Maine Ultimate and Seacoast Ultimate are putting on tonight?
You know, I'm new to Maine, so this is an unbiased opinion, but Maine Ultimate, #1. They throw some great events. Just a couple weeks ago, we were out on an island playing Ultimate, so I don't know how many other Ultimate clubs and Ultimate organizations can claim to have tournaments on islands, but that was awesome. This is also great, and I think it's a great culmination of what Summer League really is. I mean, we have like 24, 30 teams out there twice a week, grinding, playing Ultimate, and throwing hammers and scoobers. So,
I do think that the name here says it all. Showcase,
that's correct. Yes, we got some great players here. I saw some celebrities up in the crowd. Haven't got a chance to go sign any autographs yet, but they're out there. So.
Well, I'm going to let you get back to this game. Anything else you want to say to the folks at home?
Well, I did ask my mom to watch this, and it started pretty late, so I don't know if she's still awake, but if my mom is awake, hi, Mom.
We are recording this and posting it later, so there is still a chance for your mom to watch this tomorrow.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Roll Maine.
Good luck out there, Brunch.
Oh, nice try, Emily. Hands high, hands up, hands up, hands up.
Maine able to punch it in for the score. Makes it 11-6 Maine. Matt, what'd you find out on the Maine sideline? You know, I know the whole audience just heard it, and I'm the only one that didn't. But, you know, if you want to give me some cliff notes, no problem.
Yeah, had a great interview with Brunch, who is new to the Maine Ultimate scene, but we talked about how great this showcase really is, what this game is all about, and it's catches and throws, hammers and scoobers.
You know, Matt, it just sounds like you did a great job over there. You know, you're our man on the street, and we'll keep it up, okay?
Thank you very much, Brad. Love being out here, love talking to the players.
AJ Bevilacqua signaling Seacoast is ready for the pull. Maine with a hand up.
We're getting ready for a big pull here, folks. I'm feeling good about this one.
Again, I apologize that I don't know all the people on the main roster, but hey, you know, we only got 2 Seacoast guys on this call, so we got Mary Liz Brady catching the pull for Seacoast, centering to AJ Bevilacqua. Calvin Conan setting the stack for Seacoast.
Maine coming down and switching the force to away.
Maine with some strong defense to start. We're seeing some poaching here.
Unfortunate turn there for Seacoast.
Yeah, tough inside throw there, you know.
Was a lot of heat on it, and as we talked about earlier, that wet disc had to come into play.
Absolutely. Ryan Lamers applying a lot of pressure to the dump here. No, big mark. Jess Mizzy getting open for Maine. Strong handler Jess is.
We have a pick called here on the field. The disc will go back as it did affect the throw.
Good spirited resolution from the All-Stars here. That's what we like to see, spirit of the game. You know, Matt, while we have a stoppage here, I want to talk to you about my favorite part of Ultimate, which is you cannot score by yourself. It's not possible. And I just think it makes it fundamentally a team sport.
I could not agree more. It's one of those sports that you absolutely need to work hard as a team and work like a well-oiled machine, as Maine just did there to score their 12th point. I know taking no half might have been confusing to some people, so I would like to just point out, anyone at home listening, anyone watching, we are playing to 15, so this game will end when one team scores 15. So we see the score of 12-6. We're going to need a big rally here from Seacoast.
I'm sure you can tell by the length of this video whether that happened or not. Oh, looks like Brunch is putting on a sideline show over there for Maine. Seen some big cheers out of the crowd as he does some acrobatics.
He's a big team guy, big team spirit guy. You got that in the interview. You can tell that he really brings some heart and soul to that team.
Can't miss him in that green hat.
In his own words, hammers and scoopers.
You know I love hammers, Matty. AJ Bevilacqua with an excellent swing. Rob Parise milking it for all it's worth. Centers to Henry Briggs. We got a lot of handlers out there for Seacoast right now. They should be running in circles right now. Nobody is there for the around for AJ, but he has a high release flick to the break side. Anna Arnold is there. That is a great throw from AJ. Rob, working from the middle of the field, finds Danny Chansey. She's able to body her player to get open. Shane Spink looking deep, looking for that break, lefty flick. He gets it. He goes up the line. Briggs taking his time, surveying the field. Finds Spink in the middle. Shane with a break, but it's intercepted by Maine.
Maine looking
Shane
to
on the
strike.
mark now. Briggs trying to get there. An incredible bid from Maine.
You can see
Just
the
short.
spirit.
AJ looking for the deep ball. Yes! Seacoast with their most spirited point of the night. They are fired up, Matt.
And that was a fantastic throw, veteran throw from AJ.
You really saw him step into that throw. He saw her cutting deep, and he brought that foot right through for the power. Seacoast looking to build off this, down 5, 12-7.
Maine looking for a big O point, try to silence Seacoast here.
Yeah, Maine needs
in
a
a
hold.
fun way. In a fun way.
Maine needs a hold to start to put this game away. But we'll see if Seacoast defense is up to the task. They're going 3-4 here. We have a true mixed game here with 12 men and 12 women on the Seacoast team.
Seacoast did rattle off quite a few D points earlier in the game. We'll see if they can find that mojo, get back to it.
I wonder if they'll be going back to that zone that they had so much success with.
That zone really did work well. I am excited to see if they get down there.
Yeah, I understand not setting it on the turns, but now that they have the pull, and they have a strong puller with the disc in Calvin Conan, I expect them to set that zone. And Calvin puts the pull up. This is classic inside out, booming pull to the back half of the end zone for Maine. A great pull from Calvin. And Maine turfs the first throw. It didn't look like that zone, but they did get pressure there right away. Jay Delaney with a good mark. Chad McDonald with some big fakes.
And that is not a mistake that Owen makes often. He's usually a lot more careful with the disc.
Chad and Calvin handling for Seacoast. Jay Delaney is able to get open. Jay Delaney calls a timeout. That is a veteran call, Matt.
Absolute veteran move there. Smart play. Coming in with virtually no stall count on the end zone.
Let's move to the center of the field just to get a bit of the ambiance from the other side here.
You can hear the crowd really starting to get into this game.
You can. Let's see if we can snag an interview with Seacoast adult head coach Austin Big Cat Power. What does he think is going to happen here? What kind of play would you like to see out of your team, Austin?
No stuff, just score.
All right. You know, that's what we like to see. That sounded like a cheer right there. You know, he's a very spirited individual. We like to hear that. Austin, one of our advanced league captains.
It looks like we're about ready to get back into this game out of this timeout. Offense is getting set. I'm going to get down to this sideline, see if we can't get a little bit of that auditory action.
You beat me to it, Matt. Let's get some perspective on this play.
Maine setting up a
setting
hard
up with a stack
pick
in the
for
middle
us.
of the field. Jay Delaney and Owen checking the disc in. Jay looking for a cutter. Jay fires inside, finds Calvin Conant. Calvin being very careful with the disc. He wants this score here. He dumps it back to Steph Esker. Steph being careful, finds the inside to Chad McDonald for the score. Great execution from the Seacoast team there.
That is a big D point, big D score, big break.
That was a great timeout from Jay Delaney.
You could tell that timeout really settled down his team, and they were able to calmly execute that end zone. Seacoast looking for another big break point. Again, Maine looking to stifle this momentum.
Be interesting to see what kind of defense they come out in. You know, it has been a windy evening, but you can see the flag now is dead still. It is not moving at all.
No, and I'm sure with how wet that flag is, it is stuck.
Oh, fair point. I guess there is possibly a breeze out there, but I'm not feeling it, Matt. I really think the wind has gone away, and we're going to see some crisp hucks here. So, you know, I think Seacoast needs to get back to that go big or go home strategy.
Absolutely, absolutely agree. Despite my beautiful windbreaker here, there is very little wind. Big pull from Steph. Seacoast getting the turn.
Chad McDonald operating from the left sideline. Centers to Steph Esker. Jake Schwartz now poached by Brunch. Oh, a great snag by Danny Chansey.
It's a big centering breakthrough.
Great fundamental clap catch from Anna Arnold there. It was a low one. That was tough. She's looking for the around. She doesn't quite have it, but Jake Schwartz is there. What a box out by Jake on that cut.
If that throw is anywhere else, that's a deep.
Absolutely. It had to be perfect. And Arnold to the end zone for a score. An incredible overthrow by Steph Esker. What a flick that was.
Really, really owning that point, Anna Arnold. Another shout out to Maxime for setting up all of this.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you, Maxime. Maxime is really the only pro here. You know, if you can't tell, Matt and I do not get paid to do this. But we are very thankful for Maxime and the infrastructure that he's provided for us here to have a really fun time calling this game. It's just a great start to what we hope becomes a great tradition for Seacoast and Maine Ultimate.
Absolutely. And I think even at no pay, I'm still getting paid more here than I do as a teacher.
Absolutely. Shout out to Maine teachers like Matt Bissler. All right, Calvin Conan pulling for Seacoast Ultimate again as they get organized on the line.
His last pull was fantastic. We'll see if he can keep that run up.
Calvin's an excellent puller. He loves that inside-out backhand. That is a huge pull. It may go out of bounds. No, it's stayed in. That was an incredible looping pull.
Just skipped out of bounds means that Maine is going to start with it on the sideline. Not a lot of room. We'll see if they look to center it immediately. They're setting up in a host stack, so.
It wasn't quite as deep as his last pull, but the fact that the defense gets to get set down there, you know, it accomplishes the same goal, Matt.
And Maine does get it off the sideline, but they head right back to it.
They've done that a lot today. They really like knifing it up that sideline edge. It's a skilled play, and they're able to make those skilled plays. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes you just got to jam it up the jam hole. I say as they get it out of that jam hole.
Jess Mizzy gets the swing. She's a cutter. Jay Delani applying pressure, but the upline is available.
She's looking for that big throw.
Oh, Chris, put your hands out. Wow, a diving score by Maine. An incredible play.
That makes it 13-9. We've still got a very close game. You would not have known that it was going to go this way when it was 6-1 earlier.
Absolutely. Both Seacoast Masters and adult teams got off to slow starts tonight. The adult team has definitely bounced back a little more, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we just have a fantastic game here tonight. A lot of fun, high intensity, high spirits.
You know, highly spirited ultimate, highly skilled ultimate here under the lights on this beautiful turf field. It's just really a credit to Rich Young for putting all of this together for Maine Ultimate. We can't thank him enough for inviting us and bringing us out here. We're sorry we don't have a Maine Ultimate representative on the broadcast now, but Matt and I can only thank him on behalf of Seacoast Ultimate. It's really been a treat to be up here, and we hope to make this a great tradition going forward.
Absolutely, absolutely. He sets up so many great things, and maybe we'll see if we can get a little interview with him later.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll have to find him on the sideline somewhere. I'm not sure where he is right now, but, you know, we'll find him.
He is currently tearing down the tents. I do see him starting to pack things up.
Oh, he's pointing to Rich. That he's being helpful. Yeah. Now I see Rich. He's down by the tent. Yeah, we will let him set up a little more.
Big out-of-bounds pull here by Maine.
Break down a little more.
Seacoast is going to set up here in the center. It looks like they're going with the vert stack. We're going to look for this first cut coming out of the back, and it looks like Ryan Lamers is going to make this cut.
Lamers a great deep threat for Seacoast.
Fantastic grab off the D.
An incredible D by Maine. The disc was flipping through the air, and Lamers was able to come down with it. Unfortunately, he does throw it away right away, but I don't want to take away from what an incredible physical play that was.
You can probably hear the entire sideline hollering after that catch.
That holler had multiple waves to it because first everyone was very excited about the D, rightfully so, and then what an incredible recovery by Lamers.
That's why we always say, catch your Ds. Maine looking to shoot to the end zone here. Mary Liz shutting down that strike. He gets to throw around, but it is dropped.
But it's dropped. Great pressure from Lamers there on the mark. Big hands, man. Big hands. Always big hands.
And that is a difficult throw to make. He made it look easy, but that is a difficult throw.
You know, we're seeing that a lot tonight, Matt, where the only thing that's available is the difficult throw, and we have such skilled players out here that it's happening a lot. Oh, Briggs is looking deep early, but, you know, he holstered that. I like to see that from him. You know, 100-yard throws are not easy. Oh, a great quick swing, but unfortunately it's a little high for ML. She makes a great bid at it, but isn't able to come down with it, and Maine is able to punch it in.
They're putting this game on the ropes. It is 14-9. If Maine scores here, that is the game.
We are on game point for Maine. It's been a highly spirited affair, highly competitive affair. Seacoast organizing for this offensive point. Hoping to extend the game, get a pull.
You can feel the intensity, the tension on this point.
I believe that Sugar Briggs just realized that if he is, in fact, going to play again in this game, it will have to be on the D-line. Unfortunately, Seacoast turns it over. A great bid from Steph Esker of Scarecrow Ultimate. Also co-captain of Frosted Fakes.
Owen picking up here. And he sends it all the way to the end zone. Bit of a rough play. Looks like they're going to call a foul here. The crowd definitely thinks that it was a foul. As an uncontested foul, Maine will not get the score, but they will get the disc at the front of the end zone.
Jake Yeager-Schwartz, despite the foul, showing he knows the rules as a captain of faceoff. And Maine's able to punch it in.
Strong cut from Owen to end the game. Fantastic game here. Maine wins 15-9.
Very competitive game. All right, well, that's going to be it for us. Thank you so much for joining us and watching this Ultimate Showdown. We can't wait to come back next year.
Another great part of the spirit of the game, just before we go. I love that every game ends with this handshake line. It is absolutely fantastic seeing these players that have battled so hard against each other all game, set it all aside to congratulate each other on a game well played.
Matt, it is an excellent point. You know, everybody is very spirited, very excited about this game right now. It's, like we said, it's been a celebration of Ultimate, and we look forward to continuing it in the future and making it a great tradition between our two organizations.
Absolutely, absolutely. Signing off here for my friend Brad, it's Matt Bissler. Have a good night.
See you next year.